Hi, I'm Jeff Ludy with Houston Window Experts. Thanks for watching this video about my favorite vinyl window. Yes, this is a review on what I've now decided is my favorite vinyl window. It's the Anlin Del Mar E series. So Anlin's been around for over 30 years. They're based out of California. They're in your top tier, ultra premium, high quality vinyl window companies. In fact, if you go on Yelp or you go on Google, you go anywhere and do a search for this window, you look at their reviews, you'll see it's the best rated, most reviewed, highest quality, happiest customers, right? Which is why we've partnered with Anlin, because we want happy customers. Our reviews are terrific as well. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to visit with you about your window and specifically about this Anlin window. So Anlin is made out of vinyl. It's extruded vinyl, meaning that the vinyl itself is pigmented. It's like a bar of soap, right? I could take a pocket knife and I could cut through it and I would see the color all the way through. So this is not on the surface, it's all the way through. But they make three different options. Here you can see them. We have a white, we have this tan color, we have an adobe. But then if you wanted something a little special, they also have these, what they call thermocoat colors, right? These thermocoat are additional colors that you can get on the outside. This is one of the most popular ones here, this black. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. And just so you know, this is not a painted product. It's not like they paint this product on here. This is actually done through a thermal application process, which makes it very durable, so durable that it actually put a double lifetime warranty. I'll explain double lifetime in a minute. But believe it or not, some people say, well, Jeff, isn't vinyl like susceptible to heat and the sun and all that? Wouldn't a dark color like this actually make it worse, not better? Truth be told, these thermal products like this are actually reflective. They reflect the heat away from the window. In fact, of all the colors you see here, guess which one had the highest, best performing for keeping the window itself cool? The dark one. It's science, it's mystery, I'm not sure which, but it actually works and it's really cool. So what are the things I like about the Anlin Del Mar E series? Well, E, just so you know, stands for expanded view, meaning that you have a narrower frame here, narrower profile, so you get more glass. And that's what we need in Houston, this area. If you have aluminum windows now and you're pulling aluminum windows out to put in good double pane windows, you'll see that aluminum windows have a real narrow profile. And where that matters the most is when you get into smaller windows like bathroom window, kitchen window, bedroom window, or that little window by the front door. It's only like 12 inches wide. If you had a big, bulky, framed window, you wouldn't have much glass left. So I really like how that's really narrow. In fact, I threw a tape measure on it because I wanted you to see this is just 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches of frame before the glass begins. And on a typical window, that can be as much as 3.5 inches before you actually get to the glass. That's what I really like about this window. I also like the fact that it operates so easily. I mean, it's got what's called a it's called a constant force balancer, which is a spring-loaded mechanism. I'll show it to you right here. It makes it operate so easily. It's right here concealed behind this plastic. You can't see it very good, but it's like a roll of stamps. It's like a coil, and it uses spring steel. And so what I like about it is the word constant, right? Constant force, meaning that as I open and close the window, I can feel the constant amount of force used in order for this to work. I don't hit a hot spot or a hard spot. It really operates nice and smooth. Also want to point out something to you while I'm here, is this triple weather stripping that they have on this. It's really cool. So you can see it's got like a nice triple weather stripping gasket here. Has another one on the inside right there. So you're getting a really good air leakage rating. Great performance out of this window when it comes to air infiltration, because we all know that, you know, dust and dirt and all, it makes it harder on our asthma and breathing and sleeping and resting, and so that's really important. So one of the things that is special to the Del Mar series compared to any of the other Anlin products is they do have a couple of things that are upgrades on this product that come standard. They come for free, at least they do for now. Here in Houston, we can get these for free. They're upgraded automatically on your order when you order an Anlin window from us. And I just want to point a few of them out to you. One of them, and this is a little cutaway, I'll use this to kind of give you some examples, is this has the sound reduction package using their special glass package. If you notice here, this is thicker on this piece of glass than that piece of glass is. Most window companies will use a single strength piece of glass. This is double strength right here. This is already thicker than what most window companies use. And then they put a triple strength on the outside. How does that work? Well, we have a video about that. It's about STC rating, sound transmission class. A little link to it right up here and down in the description. You can really try to understand sound reduction more if that's important to you. I think it's worth looking at. But when this piece of glass is not the same size as this piece of glass, it causes them to not be sympathetic any longer. So you no longer get this sharing of the sound transferring through. Anlin claims that this can give you up to about a 50% reduction in sound compared to the windows you have today if you have a single pane window. Also, while I'm standing here, I want to show you one of the upgrades that comes with it. Is standard is, see that foam right there? This is a foam-filled cavity that they put inside. It's injected into the windows on the Delmar series. And what that does is this helps to reduce the heat and cold transfer from the inside to the outside, but it also helps to reduce condensation. You know, as humid as we are in Houston, do you ever see condensation forming on your frames, or maybe even a little puddle on the window stool or something sometimes? That's from condensation. This really helps the condensation rating to be the lowest possible it can be. So that's really pretty cool. Another thing that they do too, as a free upgrade, is inside here, you can't see it, but inside of here, right in this part of the sash, and then also right here on this part of the frame, they actually have a composite reinforcement bar. There's a bar that goes across here. It's made out of composite material, not metal. Some companies use metal in this case. This is not. This is composite because composite doesn't actually move and transfer the heat and the cold back and forth. So I really like that about it. But here's what makes that really cool and special. Remember I showed you how heavy that glass is and how thick it is? Well, when the weight of this big window glass on top here, especially if it was a really big window, starts to, over time, rest across that bar there, some window companies, without reinforcement, will end up with what we call a happy window, smiley window. It kind of has this little like smile to it, but your window's not really happy. It's just sagging from the weight. So having that composite material across there, that bar that reinforces it, gives it additional strength. But here's what's really cool. This, and most windows, this lock, right, with these screws, just go into vinyl. In this product, it actually goes into that composite reinforcement in there so that you have a higher standard of forced entry, which helps keep people from breaking into your house, which makes your house safer, more secure. The sound reduction is great on this. The air infiltration is very, very low. Condensation rating is great on this window. And it's Energy Star rated, so it's got all the performance you need as well to keep you and your light bills feeling chill. Oh, I want to point something else out to you that can also be upgraded. This is not included in the package, the upgrade package, but there is one more option. And this is what they call their first guard. It's a laminated security glass. So, you know this painted glass that I showed you out here on the outside, the one that's really thick? Okay, they would replace that with this one that's even thicker. Okay, and what that is actually 2 panes of glass with this polyvinyl butyl, this clear layer right here. It's kind of like, are you old enough to remember waterbed liners, right? This reminds me of a waterbed liner. It's like a nice, thick, heavy piece of plastic. And what that does is, like when somebody tries to break through this, you have that added strength. In fact, it's what we use in windows in Galveston on the coast for hurricanes. It actually helps prevent the flying debris from breaking through the house. So added security, added sound reduction. This serves kind of like a shock absorber to absorb sound between the panes of glass, even more than what the standard 50% upgrade is. So one of those really pretty cool options. And then the last thing I wanted to point out to you about the upgrades on this is that the screen itself is actually a really cool screen. It's designed for long, long lifespan. Most window companies put a 1-year warranty on their screen frame. This company puts a double lifetime warranty. I'm going to get to double lifetime in just a minute. What I like about it is it has a little finger pull rail. Now this can be on the inside of the window or the outside. But there's a little finger pull rail. We'll get you a close-up of that. So instead of having those little black tabs like you normally see on a window, like they're down here in the corner, you put your finger there and pull up on that tab, and eventually those things from sitting in the sun get so brittle they just pull off in your hand. Well, in this case, it's a nice clean look because you don't have those tabs, but also you have a nice durable finger rail that you can lift to pull this at any time. And if you notice here too, like this is what you see on the most standard screens. They have a little example here. I want to show this to you, okay? Most screens are actually just this really thin material, just really, really thin, just a little thicker than a can of Coke. But if you notice here on the Anlin screen, I'll get you a close-up of that. Look how nice and heavy gauge that screen frame is. You say, Jeff, why does that matter? Well, you may not ever use your screens. That's fine, I get it. But you know, screens tend to start to get wavy and saggy after a while. And when you have a really nice, strong product like this, it stays firm and rigid all the way around on all 4 sides. It keeps that screen nice and taut, and it helps it to last longer, and it looks better. And you don't have the issues, and you don't have bugs crawling in around the edge because it started to deform or misshape. And so I like that about it. Also like the screen material that they use. This screen material is made out of fiberglass, but what's something special about this is called Watershed. Watershed is a product that they apply to it. It actually helps the water shed off of there. Kind of like if you put a ceramic coating on your car, helps the water beat up and run off your car, keeps your car cleaner longer, etc. What's pretty cool about that is that when the water hits your window and it goes down your screen, instead of staying on there, right, and starting to build up mold and mildew and stuff, it helps shed that off of there. So that's really cool. Lastly, and I know all my homeowners who have to clean windows are gonna love this, automatic upgrade in this Anlin Delmar series is going to be what's called NEAT. NEAT, N-E-A-T. It's a coating that's applied to the outside of the glass, kind of like a coating that you would apply to your windshield or something, kind of like Rain-X, but it's a permanent product. It's installed by Cardinal Glass, who's a glass manufacturer, terrific glass company. And it uses the ultraviolet rays and the light of the sun to actually, with that coating, to help keep dust and things from being positively attracted to the window. So you're gonna get less dust on your window, less dirt on the window. And guess what? It cleans off easier. So sometimes even with just a little bit of rain, some of that dust will just rinse right off and your window stays looking great. Isn't that awesome? Don't you just love that? I really think that's pretty cool. So I mentioned the double lifetime warranty a couple of times, and I've got to tell you, this is really impressive. You say, Jeff, what is a warranty? Do I really need a warranty? How does that ever matter? I can tell you this much. We install about 20,000 windows a year. We have 6 people in our service department that are just devoted to warranty claims and service issues. Yes, warranties are important, and yes, it does matter. What I like about their warranty is it's easy to describe it because it pretty much covers absolutely everything. When we say double lifetime warranty, they mean that you as a homeowner, the original purchaser, get full coverage of the warranty for as long as you're in the home, and so does the next homeowner when you sell the house. Now there is one little catch. They do have to fill out a form, or they need to call, or they need to email the manufacturer to let them know that there has been a transfer in ownership of the home. But other than that, you're covered. Now what I like about it is it covers everything. It covers the glass, it covers the hardware, it covers the finish, it covers the vinyl, it covers everything on this window for double lifetime, for as long as you live in a home and someone else does. And it includes labor. A lot of window companies do not include labor. You have failed glass, they'll send you the glass, but then you've got to pay someone to put it in. Now with Anlin, it actually includes the labor as well. What homeowner would say no to a great deal like that? I think this is a great, great warranty, and it's really important. 2 key ingredients are important when you are smiling at the end of your window project, right? One is having a great window, like this Anlin window. The other is having a great installer. What good is a great window with a terrible installer? A great window with a terrible installer is a terrible window, in my opinion. You want a great installer, and that's why I think it's real important to find a great, high-quality window company. Before you fall in love with the window, fall in love with the window company, because they're the ones who are going to put that window in. But you know what? I love this window. I think it's my favorite vinyl window. I hope you find that it's really been informative to watch this video. I'm here to help you. Come by Houston Window Experts, their beautiful showroom where we have over a dozen brands of windows and doors. I'd love to meet you. If you don't live in this area, check out jeffslist.com. I know a lot of great Anlin window company dealers all over the country. I'm so glad we got to talk. I hope you're having a great day. Look forward to talking to you again real soon.